What do you hope to achieve for Charlie and for the country?
Um, all of his wildest dreams for this organization.
Everything erupted the moment J.D. Vance's wife, Usha, quietly closed the door of her D.C. townhouse last night. The secret she leaked wasn't petty gossip or a private feud, it was explosive, capable of shattering reputations, ending alliances, and derailing presidential ambitions before they began. At the center of this storm stood Erika Kirk, a woman whose ambition now burned brighter than the White House chandeliers. Early whispers, spreading like wildfire among donors, campaign strategists, former staffers, and even interns, suggested Erika wasn't simply mourning or healing. She was plotting, politically, strategically, dangerously. A private text thread between Usha and one of JD's aides, surfaced online in redacted screenshots, revealed that Erika had been meeting with advisors, media consultants, and a high-profile conservative strategist known for crafting public images for influential women. This wasn't about seeking attention or posting inspirational messages. This was about power, positioning, and influence. Erika, once standing beside Charlie Kirk, appeared ready to extend her reach far beyond the influencer world. Rumors hinted she wasn't just rebuilding her life, she was eyeing a platform that could ultimately place her at the gates of the White House. What shocked Usha most wasn't Erika's ambition, it was who she was working with, who she aimed to manipulate, and what she whispered about J.D. Vance to a donor behind closed doors. The tension between Erika and Usha didn't start last night. They had never been friends, only rivals in a silent, calculated game. Their paths constantly overlapped: charity events, conferences, donor dinners, leadership panels. Usha was educated and elegant, Erika was charismatic and media-savvy. Both women operated in circles of rising political power, their husbands fueling speculation about national influence. After Charlie Kirk's death, Erika didn't retreat. She became more visible, attending high-profile events, reconnecting with donors, meeting with women's leadership organizers, and seeking guidance from Rebecca Aldrin, a strategist renowned for turning political wives into public icons. Usha noticed Erika's presence at exclusive dinners and private meetings, realizing that Erika wasn't just rebuilding, she was calculating, positioning herself for something bigger. The tipping point came at a private dinner in D.C., where Erika, speaking with confidence rather than grief, told donors JD will need a softer image, someone relatable, someone the public already knows. She directly compared herself to Usha, saying, "Usha doesn't connect. I can step into that role faster than anyone expects." Usha had overheard everything and finally realized this wasn't casual ambition, it was encroachment. The full shock came when Erika admitted under pressure that she had been guided by someone within JD's orbit. Someone had told her America would respond more to a grieving widow than a quiet academic. Usha demanded a name, and Erika, trembling, whispered, "Stephen Renner, one of JD's closest allies." He had been shaping her narrative, grooming her to become an emotionally compelling figure alongside JD, effectively creating a triangle to recast JD's image while destabilizing Usha's role. Usha understood immediately, Erika was not the villain. She was a pawn, manipulated to serve a calculated political strategy. The tears Erika shed that night were no longer strategic, they were real. The revelation exposed a treacherous plan within Washington's elite, using grief, ambition, and influence to reshape public perception and rewrite a political narrative. In one evening, a quiet leak revealed ambition, manipulation, and conspiracy at the highest levels, setting Washington ablaze and leaving everyone questioning who was truly orchestrating J.D. Vance's future. "I thought Charlie would want me to have purpose," Erika whispered, her voice trembling. Priya clutched her chest, Abigail muttered prayers, and Rebecca shook her head in disbelief. Then Usha dropped the bomb no one was ready for. "Stephen Renner knew exactly what he was doing," Usha said, her gaze sharp. Erika froze. "What do you mean?" she asked. Usha leaned in, her voice low and cold. "He didn't act alone. Someone else fed him the idea. Someone from Charlie's circle. Someone who knows your vulnerabilities, who knows your grief, who wants JD's future to collapse." The room went still, heavy with the electricity of revelation. Erika's gasp echoed like a knife. "Tell me who," she demanded. But Usha didn't answer. Not yet. The truth was bigger, darker, and more dangerous than anyone imagined. Outside, the world was already catching fire. Rumors spread like wildfire. Tweets, TikToks, and leaks turned Washington into a frenzy. Someone tried to position a grieving widow as the next First Lady, read one post. Another, staffer manipulating both women, disgusting. And the darkest whisper, Charlie's own circle is behind this. Inside, Erika spiraled. She paced, phone in hand, laptop open, her image slipping from grieving widow to ambitious pawn. Political wives and donors reacted immediately, cryptic messages, warnings, subtle accusations. J.D. Vance's team went into full lockdown. Phones were confiscated, private rooms secured, and staff instructed to say nothing. Rumors circulated that Stephen Renner vanished for hours after J.D. confronted him, smirking as if he understood a strategy J.D. didn't. The truth, Usha realized, was chilling. Stephen wasn't the mastermind. He was following instructions, someone else was orchestrating the chaos from the shadows. That person was Charlie's oldest, most trusted mentor. A man who shaped Charlie's worldview, who resented JD's rapid rise, and who saw Erika as the perfect bridge to reclaim influence. He had the access, the knowledge, and the control to manipulate a grieving widow into destabilizing JD's orbit, turning personal tragedy into political leverage. As Usha revealed the final piece, the room went silent. The mentor wasn't seeking fame or fortune, he sought dominance. Control over the movement Charlie had built. Control over Erika, over JD, over the narrative. Usha's hands shook as she finished, "He wants to replace you." Silence fell like a blade. And the most terrifying part? He wasn't done. Somewhere in Washington, he was already planning his next move, already manipulating new players, already crafting the next narrative. Outside, the chaos continued. Twitter threads theorized about Erika's manipulation, Stephen Renner's role, and the mentor's motives. TikTok creators created exposés, reporters debated strategy, and political consultants scrambled to contain the fallout. The world had already decided, this wasn't ambition or grief anymore. This was a calculated power coup, unfolding in real time. Meanwhile, Erika's tears were no longer strategic. She realized she had been used, a pawn in a game far larger than she ever imagined. And Usha, though shaken, remained calm, aware that revealing the mastermind's identity would ignite a storm the nation wasn't ready to handle. This was more than betrayal. More than ambition. It was manipulation, conspiracy, and political warfare, all unfolding around JD, Usha, and Erika. And one truth remained, the story was far from over. Washington would never look the same again, and the next leak, the next move, would change everything. The question now lingered in every corner of the Capitol, was Erika a victim, or a willing participant in a narrative fed to her? Was Stephen Renner the architect or the pawn? And what dark purpose drove Charlie's mentor to shape her into a First Lady-type figure? The answers were coming, and when they did, no one would be untouched.